if you guys were able to squeak into the playoffs, like with their record, what are the message points about the importance of this game against the Chargers in particular?
It's kind of like it's been said all year. This next one is important. Obviously, we're sitting at 4-6. We take this L on Sunday, 4-7. It's you pretty much cancel, the postseason. But the thing about it, we have belief in each other in this locker room, and we're still in the fight. We just got to take care of Sunday and go from there.
Mike, how many times has the message of finishing games the right way been delivered to you guys?
It's been that way since the season started. You know what I mean? Obviously, like I said, we're 4-6. We let some games slide that we should have closed out, but we still are in position to make a run. And that has to start Sunday night against a good Chargers team.
From your perspective, what do you think's been the issue with Cam Taylor Britt this season?
Honestly, it's just hard to tell. He's a young guy going through a slump. You know what I mean? All athletes kind of go through some type of slump in their careers, but he has to find a way to dig himself out of it. Obviously, this team needs him to be our number one corner. Obviously he hasn't played up to that standard, but everybody in our room and on the defensive side knows how Cam is and know how much he means to us. He just has to focus back in and do his job.
When was your first slump, and how did you get out of it?
That was probably my rookie years back, but it's just, playing, just getting back to your fundamentals, the little things. That's why I told Cam, I was like, athletic-wise, nobody's probably more athletic than he is, but he has to make sure his technique is right, so he's put himself in position to make plays. And once he gets that down, I honestly feel like he'll be back to himself.
Can a good tackle or a good hit get you more back into a groove as a defensive player?
Probably a good tackle for sure. And honestly, tackling has been an issue for us as a defense as a whole, not just on Cam, but just overall, we just got to be better as a defense. Everything doesn't just fall on Cam. Everybody has to up their performance for us to play better.
Do you think you're having one of your best seasons?
You tell me.
I think so.
I would believe so. Me and Lou had some conversations about the third down packages and stuff, but he knows I'm willing to do whatever for this team, and still putting me in position to make plays.
What's your view on that? You'd always like to be out there, obviously, but what's those conversations like?
Yeah, he knows I'm a competitor, especially on third down. It's the money down, and it hasn't been my year for that this year. But at first, it was a hard adjustment. But me being a leader, I kind of just took that in stride and kind of just played my role. Trying my best to do what I can on first and second down.
Does it make it even harder when you guys as a defense have struggled on third downs, especially third downs in the red zone in some of these key spots? Do you look at that and say, you just want to be able to be the one to go out there and make the play, right?
Absolutely. Will I make that play? Who knows? But I feel like if I'm out there, it'll kind of bring another comfortability level, bring our comfortability level up. So. We're 11 weeks in. Things can still change, but I know my role and I'm doing my best to play it.
I was going to say, is the window still open, or do you feel like that ship has sailed and he's set in his rotation?
It's still open. 11 weeks in, anything can happen. An injury can happen, just anything. But whether I'm out there or not, I'm always excited for my guys to go out there and make plays.
Well, what was his answer when you asked him?
It's just some matchup purposes wise. If you actually watch, it's usually third, 6+ that I'm usually off the field because it's going to be a little more man coverage, and obviously depending who that slot receiver guy is, some matchups work better.
Do you think that can change? Has he given you the indication that, hang tight because maybe, my approach could change?
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing. Me and Lou had this conversation early in training camp, so we kind of had an understanding of how it was going to go, and he knows I'm always ready when my number is called, so we'll see.
You feel stronger and fresher at this point of the year because of that?
I will say that. It definitely takes a toll off my body, especially, how physical I am. It kind of refreshes me a little bit. So when my number's called, though, I'll be ready to go.
There's obviously go ahead. There's obviously a benefit with these long weeks and bye weeks, from the standpoint of rest and recovery. But why are these so important for you guys mid-season like this?
Like you said, it's dead in the middle of the season. We're still a week from our bye, going into week 12 next week. So those mini buys and those opportunities to really get your body refreshed and ready for the back half of the season is big. And coming off that Thursday game and then next week having a bye week, especially if we win on Sunday, that'll be a momentum boost and just a refresh.
How do you think Battle's doing? You guys are using him more.
Yeah, he's coming along. He's learned a lot from Vaughn, and he's growing. Going into his second year, he's playing a lot more, communicating a lot better, and making plays when he has the opportunity. So I expect him to keep growing and really be a vocal point in his defense.
Is that communicating?